What's up, Jamers? It's TheOneJame, and today we're taking it way back. We're playing Boomer Midrange. I'm calling it Boomer Midrange because we're playing 3 copies of Liliana of the Veil here in Pioneer, making our best impression of like modern Jund. With Liliana, a couple of early threats like Misery Shadow and Bloodtithe Harvester. This is like our Tarmogoyf Misery Shadow. We have like Bloodtithe Harvester, we have like Heart Advantage and Bankbuster, we have Kroxa, we have Fable the Mirror Breaker, a couple Bonecrushers, some Kolaghan's Command, we have 4 Thoughtseizes and 3 Duress main deck because we're doing our Inquisition of Kozilek impression. We also have 4 Fatal Push, of course, and we have a bunch of lands. Also, our sideboard has Pithing Needle, Noxious Grasp, Abrade, 2 more Bonecrushers against aggro matchups, Shields of the Apocalypse. Notice that we're not main decking this in our Pioneer deck today. We have our 4th Duress in the sideboard, Heartless Act, another Bankbuster for the Mirror Match, Graveyard Trespasser for Mirror Match and Graveyard decks, Lay on the Void mainly for Greasefang, but it works against other Graveyard decks too, and then Ritual of Soot against other aggro decks as well. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into the matches. I kind of wish there was an Extinction event in my sideboard because I don't like playing against mono green, but hopefully all of our discard main deck in Liliana of the Veil kind of gets, and our Artifact Hate and Kolaghan's Command kind of gets us around the corner against mono green. So I hope you like this deck list that I just made the other day. I've been practicing with it and it seems to do really well. I don't know if it's just because Rakdos is just really good in general, or if just you can play a whole bunch of cards in your Rakdos deck and it's still kind of good regardless of how you play. But let's go ahead and try this Boomer version of Rakdos Midrange here in Pioneer. Let's go ahead and get started. It all starts right now. This is not proactive, but it has lands and spells. I'm a sucker for lands and spells, chat. That's the fastest I've seen a bear run. Alright. Let's go. Wow. They kept the rest in against me? I'm not going to play out Kroxa because they could have Graveyard Trespasser. Best draw possible next turn is Fable. Go ahead, opponent. Gotta kill it. Braid's nice. Well, Bankbuster. So they can't just kill it with K Commander or Braid before we can draw a card with it. It's called a 2-for-1. Discard a Blood Crypt. Yo, sick land. Ooh, they have no more lands in hand. It's actually not that good for us. We have our own Misery Shadow. We kind of have to abrade that if we don't want our Kroxa to get exiled. It's annoying. Just play Misery Shadow now? Yeah, because we can go... Eventually we can go like Kroxa plus play Kroxa in the same turn, so we can play around Graveyard Exile. Ouch, that doesn't feel good. But now we can play out Kroxa. So we should be okay. Right? Yeah. So they have no hand, and they have a Reflection and a Bonecrusher. And we have a Hive of the Eye Tyrant, Kroxa, and Heartless Act, so I think I'm okay with the position we're in. Oh, wow, double Fatal Push. Sick. Okay, Bloodtithe Harvester is not too good right now, but it does mean we can't block the Bonecrusher Giant. I mean, Bloodtithe Harvester is still really good right now, but... we could just wait for them to make a copy of Bloodtithe and then kill the Bloodtithe. Is that living life too much on the edge? I might be living life too much on the edge. But I think I'm doing it. Like, there's no way they just like hard double block, right? There's like the only way this play is bad is if they just double block with Bonecrusher and Bloodtithe on the Kroxa without using Reflection first. There's like no reason not to use Reflection here. Like, if they don't use Reflection, I'm, like, super sus that they're watching my stream. Nice. That worked out perfectly. And now they have, like, this draw and one redraw. If they draw another Bloodtithe, that's just so downhill for me. Okay, now Bloodtithe's no longer an out. Did you Fatal Push? That sucks. Oh, I mean, we still have a Hive. Ooh. I'll take a Fable. That is the one of the only 2 Fatal Push in their entire deck of 45 cards last turn. That is a super low chance. Then again, it could have still been Heartless Act or whatever other 2-mana removal spell they play. You're gonna swing for the fences here for 12? I'm okay with that. Wait, that means that card has to be Shieldred, right? There's no way they would do this play without having such a really good card in their hand. Or like a removal spell? Well, they gotta have a removal spell here. That has to be a removal spell. Oh, wow. That means if they don't remove my Hive, they're dead. I don't know why they'd let me go to combat, though. Or I don't know why they'd let me attack with the Hive, so do they not have a removal spell? Wait, why would they let me exile that with Hive? No clue. Okay, this means they can't kill me with Reflection copying Bonecrusher, which was their plan. They don't have Sokenzan in the deck anymore. They have to draw a banger right now. Nice. Was not a banger. 1 land, can't keep. Alright, that's good. Put back that. Dark Slick Shores. It's probably rogues. It's rogues. It's okay, I'm playing 2 Kroxas in the deck. And this deck's a lot less scary without Lyris in it. We have 5 cards in grave. Am I just cutting a land? I think so. Well, this doesn't come in. I guess I'll just discard the castle. I think I have to Fatal Push the Nighthawk Scavenger. And then we will K-Command Thieves Guild Enforcer. Hey, what's up, Jordan? I think we're doing okay. We just need to hope they don't have into the story. Or multiple Thought Thieves. And we need them to mill our Kroxa. Heartless Act's not bad. We can see if they have Drown in the lock. We'll see if they have Drown. They might have Drown for our 2/2. And we will see if they have Drown now. They don't have Drown. Well, they're drawing a card. Let's hope they don't have into the story. They scoop. Nice. I'm just gonna play this as like a bait or whatever. Like, I could have played a red source there, but then Hive comes in tapped, and I kind of want to be able to ritual set. I want them to impact the board a little bit right now, so I can kind of set up the ritual set. Which they did not do. They probably have a Bonecrusher of their own. So if I play out Bloodtithe, and they Bonecrusher my Bloodtithe, play out the Bonecrusher, then I can ritual set. They don't have a Bonecrusher Giant. Wow. Oh wow, they're gonna stop pressuring me too. I have an Abrade. Don't have a land. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, we're in the lead now. Now I can actually start being the proactive play. I don't like taking 5 damage off my lands the past 2 turns, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, we're like firmly ahead now. Please don't discard Kroxa. It's always a good point in the mirror match when you're on the draw and you draw a ritual set, and then you don't need to use it. I want to save Fatal Push for Children. Just keep making proactive plays. I want all the lands I can get right now, which is why I'm playing this. I would normally hold a land in my hand if I have 3 bloods. But we have Hive and Castle. Bloodtithe, sure. We can just easily remove both of those. It's funny how they didn't discard anything with Fable and they did not hit their land drop. That is interesting. They're probably setting up some kind of Shieldred play. I'm just gonna attack here and see if they have a Fatal Push. They also haven't discard cards with blood tokens. Like, what do they have? They have like a Sky Sovereign or like a Invoke Despair. I'm probably gonna discard Ritual Set to try to draw another proactive play here. Maybe even the one Thoughtseize in our deck would be good. If I don't draw anything, I'll just draw a card off Castle. That's not a problem. We've both had 3 Bloodtithe Harvesters. Opponent was one with the Bankbuster and a Fable, but we got through those. Opponent? Opponent? Oh wow, that's the proactive play we wanted. Am I discarding this Hive with Fable now? I mean, probably. They don't have Fatal Push. Okay, here's their land for Shieldred. Like, it has to be. They've been waiting for this the whole game. What? They have another 2-mana spell? Oh, they've been waiting for 4 mana to play 2 removal spells. Interesting. Ooh, do I want this Sokenzan? It's 2-turn clock. No, I think that's just not good enough. Okay. We can get Bloodtithe and play it. That's good enough. We just need to keep the threats going because they have a bunch of removal spells, it seems like. Yep. So as much as I'd love a Bonecrusher Giant, I think I'm going for a Bloodtithe. Because Bloodtithe kills Shieldred. I just need to hope that they don't have an untapped land plus Bonecrusher Giant here. Very unlikely that they have an untapped land. Oh, a little likely they have a Bonecrusher. It's still kind of unlikely to have a Bonecrusher Giant because they didn't kill my Bloodtithe Harvester for like 2 turns in a row. That's a card. That means I can draw a card off Castle Locthwain plus play Heartless Act, so we're in like a really good spot here. We don't have to use the Hive yet. They might have honestly been saving their removal for Hive. That is another Heartless Act. Yeah, their hand is just full of removal. That's fine. I mean, if they just keep playing removal spells, that's okay. We have a Castle Locthwain, another threat here, and have the Eye Tyrant plus Heartless Act. We'll just pass turn. And honestly, I hope they play Shieldred. Uh-oh. Sky Sovereign? Sky Sovereign or Invoke Despair? That can't be good. There's something they've been hoarding in their hand. It's a Shieldred, okay. I kind of figured they had a Shieldred. They might have had that the whole time. So let's do this first, and then they draw a card off the blood token to go to 7, so they don't die. They have to. Wait, they weren't dead. But okay, I'll take it. This hand's good because it has turn 2 Misery Shadow, one of the best things you can be doing in this matchup. But it doesn't have an answer turn 1 to Elvish Mystic. Which is terrifying. I also don't have a discard spell, which is also terrifying. Turn 2 Oath Growth Troll. My nemesis. So do we need to play Misery Shadow this turn? I think we might need to just kill the Elvish Mystic this turn so I don't just play a card. I don't love it, but here we are. Hopefully I don't have a land. That's a Nykthos, the best possible land. Oh, jeez. Okay, we might lose this game. My plan next turn is to go Misery Shadow Heartless Act. But this Nykthos adds 6 mana. We're probably just dead. It's a hard matchup if you don't have removal. Maybe we should have just mulliganed. Misery Shadow is just too good on the play not to play. Oh, and Kiora? Wow. I could have mulliganed for turn 1 interaction, which is probably what I should have done, looking back. Man, we're so dead if they have anything in their hand. That is something. That is way more than something. Did they just play 2 lands this turn? Or am I seeing things? They did play this forest and this Nykthos, right? We know they didn't. That was last turn. So now what the heck do we do? already have enough mana anyway. It doesn't really matter if we block this or not. We have to go Misery Shadow Heartless Act, but it's just not good enough. Think I have to kill Pelucranos so it doesn't do the thing? The transform thing? I'm at 2. I need to draw a spell. I need to draw a land that I don't have to freaking shock. We're just dead. Not playing Historic for the qualifier weekend? No, this is Pioneer. I don't usually play Historic. I used to play a lot of Historic before Alchemy. Yeah, we're just toast. We go like block, take 5. I usually don't lose to mono green, but I have not played. I don't think I've played against mono green with this build. This build seems a lot worse against mono green than my other one. All right, Jamers, thanks for hanging out. I really do like this rendition of the Rakdos Midrange deck in Pioneer. The one thing I would change, I think, is adding 1 extinction event or 2 in the sideboard to be better against mono green. There's twice that we played against mono green with this that we ended up losing, and I have a little bit better win rate with my other Rakdos list, and you can check that list out either on live on Twitch, or you can check that out in my YouTube channel as well. I play my Rakdos build on my personal YouTube channel. But I think Extinction Event would be a good way to beat mono green that I'm not currently playing. And I can also see taking out like 1 Duress or 1 Bonecrusher or even the 1 Ritual Soot to put in the Extinction Event in the board to help against mono green. Anyway, I hope you liked it. If you did like it, feel free to leave a like or comment down below what you think, and we'll see you in the next one. And as always, peace.